Hello, this is my summary of learning for the media industries course. Today I'm going to be kind of covering what I talked about in my research proposal, which is social media and whether social media is addicting or if it's if I was using it too much or if I was addicted to it. So we're going to kind of dive in. Right now I've got kind of a pros and cons list that was brought up. This was by Lifespan. The pros: why is social media good? Staying connected with friends and family via text, email, FaceTime. Not really social media in my mind. Quick access to information. I think they're kind of talking about Google here. Google's not really a social media either. I mean, it's kind of in the middle, but I see in terms it's kind of a search engine. I wouldn't quite call it a social media. Banking and bill paying at our fingertips. That's really not social media at all. That's online banking. Online learning, job skills, content discovery, YouTube, sure. Yeah, I can say that YouTube is a pretty good social media, especially for those things. Involvement in civic engagement. These are kind of things like Instagram, Twitter. Not so much TikTok, but Instagram, Twitter, maybe LinkedIn as well. These are good. The great marketing tools. I mean, this isn't quite good for the consumer of social media, but this is definitely good for um, the the producers and the companies on social media, and then opportunities for remote employment. Basically, a very small percentage of people on social media like want to work in social media. Uh, but then this is where social media is bad. So kind of the thing that I found most is like social media is addicting. When I was using social media like 2 to 3 hours a day, especially TikTok, like could be just using TikTok for like 2 to 3 hours, and that's just like so much time that you're losing out of your day. Um, Also, TikTok is just the algorithm. The way it works is it pulls you in. It keeps you engaged so long that you can lose hours of your day. You can lose up to 6 hours in a single sitting, just if you're not paying attention. You're really like just don't care to get out of bed, which I think is really harming people who probably have mental health issues and have depression and have trouble getting out of bed anyways. And then this social media is just feeding off of that and knowing that they're just going to lay there and they're just going to consume content for the entire day. Um, and essentially, I just kind of got some of these pictures of just some art depicting social media and kind of the ideals and things that it does to us. Um, I've now deleted TikTok and deleted Snapchat, which is two of the. I wasn't really using Snapchat, but I was using TikTok a lot. I've deleted both of them, and I found I've been a bit more productive. I've been kind of spending a little bit more time on Instagram, but for me, I find Instagram gets really boring after like I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. So I find that I don't use it that often. I also just learned that there's so many bad things, and there's so many people who are just ignoring their social media addictions and their social media use as just like, oh well, everyone does it, and oh well, I'm not that bad because so and so does it just as much or whatever. And even like my roommates or people that are close to me were using like TikTok up to 25 to 26 hours in a single week. That's an entire day of their week was spent on the app, which is probably a high number, and probably maybe a one standout is his week before that was 18 hours. So I mean, he's getting close to an average of about 21, 22. But it's taking over our lives, and I think in the next few generations, I think social media addiction is probably going to be bigger than cigarette addiction or alcohol addiction or even drug addiction, because I think it's going to be an epidemic that's going to ruin a lot of people's lives. And looks like our time is up. So thank you for hearing me out, and thank you for having a great class and continuing to have relevant talks in class and talk about things that are relevant to what's happening right now. Thank you. Goodbye.